What's going on, everyone? How are we doing? Now, listen, another day, I'm just sitting at home, I'm going through my phone, I'm scrolling through, and then what do I see? An announcement of a potential Jake Paul fight. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because, you know, this weird experiment that we're seeing with Jake Paul, and, you know, he's talking shit about everybody, and he just knocked out Tyron Woodley, and he's fighting people, and he's chipping off people, and he's stepping up, and all the rest of it. I am intrigued by it, and I do like the way that he's playing this. You know what I mean? He's making a ton of money, he's calling out a lot of people, he's talking a lot of shit, he's making headlines, and he's doing the right thing. You know what I mean? He's getting attention, you know? But the headline I saw today, I wasn't expecting this one. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson in Las Vegas. Sources say, close to Mike Tyson in Las Vegas, that this fight is going to go down. It is happening. It's going to be an exhibition match in Las Vegas, okay? And I was like, no, come on. So I Googled it. I went to Google. TMZ. All right, fucking TMZ. Terrible example. Daily Mail. The Sun, Bleacher Report. I know a lot of those are tabloids, but it just went on and on and on. So this story is running all over the place. Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul in an exhibition match in Las Vegas. And I was like, whoa, interesting. I mean, first of all, not that interesting because it fits the formula, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Jake Paul goes after, I mean, well it doesn't fully fit his formula because it's a boxer, for one. And I'm not being a fucking hater, but he's yet to fight a boxer. But this is a boxer, so that's a little unusual. But in the more usual, it's a guy that's almost 60 years old. Now, I'm not disrespecting Iron Mike Tyson. Never in a world would I do that. Do you know what I mean? The man is truly a legendary boxer, and he was just absolutely terrifying back in his prime. But he is almost 60 years old, you know. And I think because of what happened in Jake Paul's last fight, he kind of needs somebody like a Mike Tyson. Because I believe that he's trapped himself in this corner. If what I'm reading is correct, and what we all know is that his last fight against Tyron Woodley only did 65,000 buys. Now, Showtime is a legitimate operation, okay? They put on big fights. They used to put on a lot of fights with Mike Tyson back in the day. They want to make money. They spend a lot of money on promoting these fights. People have to be paid. The last fight that they did on Showtime, there was 2 fights with Tyron Woodley. First one, by all accounts, sold very well, and everybody made a lot of money. The rematch with Tyron Woodley only sold 65,000 buys, okay, pay-per-view buys. So that never hit the threshold to even break even. So that event lost money, okay? So now Jake Paul, he gets paid a lot of money, but he needs somebody to come in that's a marquee name that can add value, that people are going to want to see. Well, let's call Mike Tyson. Let's get the almost 60-year-old guy that, let's be honest, has a really good fucking chance of knocking out Jake Paul. Mike Tyson, at his age, he's still got the power, he's still got the speed, he's still in shape. He can knock out Jake Paul. So you can sit there and you go, wow, okay, all right, I like this. Fair play. He's going to fucking fight Mike Tyson. I like that. Apart from the fight's not happening. Because Mike Tyson just tweeted earlier today. He put, no, I saw Jake Paul in St. Bart's on vacation and he never mentioned anything to me. And that was like 2 o'clock this afternoon. So based upon that, I think it's all bullshit. I don't think the fight is happening, but it shows that they are potentially trying to make the fight, or this source in Las Vegas is just talking out of his ass and this video is all for nothing, but I don't think it is. See, the thing is, Jake Paul, what he's created so far, and he's created a lot. God bless him. He's generated a lot of money. He's a very wealthy young man, and I wish him the best. I have nothing personal against him, but you know, he's hot news these days. And by the way, he was in the news the other day for something else. Still one of the top YouTubers on the planet. I forget which number it was now, but I think I saw he generated $34 million last year from YouTube alone. Hey, congrats, man. Congrats. I mean, that really is crazy. And then when you combine that with his boxing earning, he's doing very well. Very well. So good for him. I'm glad, you know, don't hold that against him. But it's when you just get all this talk of being the baddest motherfucker on the planet, talking shit about all these UFC fighters, calling out guys that are past their prime, talking shit about a lot of people. It's like, all right, hold on, slow your roll, mate. Because what you've built so far has been built on smoke and mirrors, you know, basketballers, YouTubers, wrestlers, and past their prime champions, you know. And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking away any credit for knocking out Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley is not an easy person to knock out, and that was a beautiful shot. It really was. He hit him hard, he flatlined him, and there was no fucking faking it, okay? All these people, all these conspiracy theories that when he did this, he was signaling he was going to throw the right hand. Shut the fuck up. Never heard something so stupid in my life. But God bless him for that. All right, real quick, I just want to tell you about IP Vanish. When you are browsing online, you need to be protected from hackers because they're going to go after everything, your financial information, your social media accounts, and you're going to get hacked, okay? That is where IP Vanish comes in. It's an app that you download and it keeps you 100% secure when you are online, so you are not at risk of getting hacked. Also, it gives you full unrestricted access to everything on the internet. Sometimes when you're traveling internationally, you can't get on certain websites because they're just not allowed. With IP Vanish, that's a thing of the past. But more importantly, you are protected. You are fully secure. No more getting hacked. No more people hacking into your bank details, your social media, your passwords, all that good stuff. Go to ipvanish.com/Bisping or click the link in the episode description down below. Cheers, IP Vanish. But as I said, what he's built on smoke and mirrors, because he's not going out there beating real guys. So now, unfortunately, all the mirrors are smashed and the smoke's blowing out the fucking window because they're trapped in a corner. Because I don't know what his contract is or his situation with Showtime, but he needs to deliver a big fight, okay? And he can't go out there and fight one of the best boxers on the planet. The money that he asks, the money that he generates, the money that he demands, I don't know which word is the best one to use, but he's a very highly paid boxer, okay? Generally, those kind of paydays, they are for the champions. They are for the best people in the world. So if he's truly going to generate big pay-per-view numbers to justify what he gets paid, then he's got to pull out a big move and potentially go up against one of the best in the world, right? It wasn't that long ago, 190 pounds. That's what Jake's fighting at. That's cruiserweight, one below heavyweight, right? A couple of years ago, the cruiserweight champion was Alexander Usyk. Alexander Usyk just put a fucking beat down on Anthony Joshua. Alexander Usyk would put Jake Paul in a grave, okay? And to be honest, it's not fair for Jake Paul anyway. That's just not fair. That's not how it starts. You don't have a guy, what is Jake Paul, for 7-0, something like that? You don't put him in against a very, very experienced guy like that, or even just one of the best in the world. You don't do it. That's not how it works. And I don't think that fight will get licensed. And the fight with Mike Tyson, there's a good chance that that won't get licensed either. You know, when Mike Tyson came back and fought Roy Jones Jr., which, by the way, I really enjoyed. I thought both guys looked decent for their age, you know, and I was really impressed. And these guys have just had such legendary careers. Just so great to see them, you know, there's nostalgia there to see them fighting. And I thought they gave a really good account of themselves. But I believe that was in Florida because they couldn't get licensed in Las Vegas. Las Vegas is the fight capital of the world. The Nevada State Athletic Commission, that is one of the toughest commissions to get licensed by. It's also one of the reasons why I wasn't fighting in Vegas too much towards the end of my career. Anyway, that's another episode. So is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? Well, as I already said, according to Mike Tyson, the answer to that is no. Okay? I would like to see him fight Tommy Fury. Tommy Fury would be logical. Similar size, similar age, similar experience, same sport, both boxers. But Tommy Fury doesn't have a big enough name to warrant the kind of deals that are in place with Showtime. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. And you never know. Listen, Mike Tyson said he would do that. He said he would fight one of the Paul brothers. He said, oh, that'd be a $100 million payday. That is a younger generation of boxing meeting the older generation of boxing. It is an amalgamation of the generation. But is it going to happen? I don't fucking know. Who knows? Hey, but listen, best of luck to them all. I hope they all make some great money. Anyway, thanks for watching. As I say, I just saw that story there today, and I was genuinely sucked in. I thought, oh shit, he's fighting Mike Tyson. And I was all set to do this video, and then I saw the tweet, and Mike Tyson says, nah, it's bullshit, it's not happening. But you never know. You never know. Might still happen. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Do me a favor, ring the bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll see you tomorrow.